So we're gonna go over how Dylan come up on the PET-CT scan and what's gonna be the process. And for this video, I'm gonna stay by myself for a little bit, and then Dylan's gonna come back, right?
Yep.
Because I'm gonna explain the whole thing really well, and then you're gonna come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you. Oh, and before anything else, Liam wants to sing again. And he wants to be part of the video, so let's let him have his part. And go ahead.
On my way, on my way, on my way somewhere. On my way, on my way, on my way somewhere. I'm gonna cross the my first call. I know where I am, a broken heart. Do it on my way, on my way, on my way somewhere. On my way, on my way, on my way somewhere.
Yay! Thank you, Liam. All right, guys. Thank you so much for waiting. So, I decided to make this part of the video by myself and explain everything by myself, just because I don't want Dylan to be listening to the same thing over and over and over again, because he's been keeping his peace and positivity and bravery and everything so good that I don't want him to be thinking about what's going on right now over and over and over again, or what he's gonna have to do, or things like that over and over and over again, because I don't think it's gonna be good for him. So I decided to go over this by myself and explain to you guys everything, and then after that he's gonna join me, and he also want to go over some information. He have some information of what he have learned, and tips to other people and other kids to that have helped him going through this process. So we'll do that after we're done. So we had his appointment on Monday, and they did told us that the one in his spine finally is dissolved, so it's not longer there anymore, thank God. And the one on his rib, it's still there. It was a considerable size, and it got smaller, but it's still really lighting up. It was really light up. It was light up more than last time on the first PET-CT scan. So that means that the cells in there are really active. So that is not good. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna keep doing the stronger process like they did before. So he's gonna have to do another 6 weeks with chemo every one day of the week. So every week he's gonna have a chemo for 6 weeks, and then he's still gonna have to take steroids, but he will do the stronger dosage again, but it's only gonna be for 3 days of the week, which is gonna be, I think, hopefully, I think it's gonna be nice, because you don't have to do it every day of the week like before. He had to do it the 7 days of the week. Now it's only gonna be 3 days of the week. So hopefully that's gonna be better. He started the treatment again on Monday, yesterday, with the chemo and the steroids. And they also told us that his immune system is super low this time. So last week when they did the blood test, they find out that his they also checked. I'm gonna go over this, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not like I'm not a medical in the medical department, so I'm not gonna say it the right way maybe, but I'll try. So they do this every month, and they check their there's a lot of ways to check the immune system, and they were checking it with it's the protein of the immune system, and his is really low. Usually the lowest they accept is 500, and Dylan has it out down to 489, which is really low. It's really low, and that is not good. And also his white blood cells, last week the count, he had it down to, I believe it was 700, and this week it's down to 800. So it went up 10, no, 100 from a week process, and it was because I believe it helped that he had a week of rest. So this last week he didn't had any chemo, or he didn't take any steroids. He only took gabapentin for pain, and that was it. But it only went up 100, and usually the regular amount it's 1,500, and for them to do chemos they recommend 1,000, but they still do the chemo on Dylan. Dylan still had his chemo, and I think it's because I didn't ask, but I'm gonna take a guess, and I think it's because since he had a week of rest and he didn't had any chemo that week, and then since the cells are active on his ribs, they don't want to wait one more week, or they don't want to wait till his um, count goes higher. So they just did it, um, and that's pretty much it. That's where we are. They also told me they send in a request for to the insurance for a special IV that helps him. I think it's like vitamins that helps him with the immune system, and it helps him level up. Get him higher, the levels of his immune system. So hopefully that's gonna be done next week. And this week, Dylan's gonna have a CT scan this week on his lungs, and that is gonna be because they want to see exactly what it is, what he has on his lung, because the little spot he had is still showed on the PET CT scan. It was not lighting up, but it was still there. So they don't think it's LCH, but they just want to be 100% sure, and they also want to find out exactly what is it, to see if it is something that needs to be treated or not. So Dylan is having his CT scan on Friday, so this week is gonna be a little bit busy because a day before the CT scan he's gonna have his port access again, and we decided to do it again like that because where Dylan has his port, it's in a complicated area. They always have trouble, like people that don't know him that much, or it's gonna be like their first time poking him in the area. They keep saying that it's hard. They place it in a really hard place. Plus it's really in. I don't know why, but they place it really inside the skin. So we don't want them to hurt him. So we just prefer to do it with the oncologist, since they already know him and know how to do it. And then so we're doing it a day before, and then he's having his CT scan. Then next week on Monday he's having his chemo again, and then hopefully I think by Wednesday we're gonna be able to do the IV, and the process, or the procedure of the IV getting in through his body, it's up to 5 hours. It takes 5 hours, and I think we're doing it on Wednesday, hopefully. And they told us that after they do that, it's gonna feel bad for 24 hours, and then hopefully that will help him too. It's been a roller coaster. It's been good, but at the same time it's hard, and it's okay. And like I said, it's been hard for me to make this video sometimes, and it's because me and Dylan decided to do this with the hope of helping and inspire other families, and we wanted to show the good and bad through this process. But it's hard when you're in the bad, and we want to help or inspire instead of not. Hopefully we can still do that, even though when we show her bad. And let me told you, it people said that it gets easier. It doesn't get easier, but it gets manageable. That's the word. It gets manageable, and you don't feel as bad as you feel at the beginning. You learn and you keep learning from this process, and Dylan also keep learning from it, and I'm so grateful that he's so positive and active and always want to do the best. So let your emotions out, and you know, uh, release whatever you feel and whatever you have for a day or two or how long you need it, but never keep yourself down or emotionally bad, feeling bad, just because that's not gonna help you. Just put yourself back up. I usually do that. I have bad days as a parent, and uh, having him and watching him going through things like this. Um, I have bad days and I let it out, and then when I feel better, and then I told myself, okay, you're good, you already took everything out, everything going the right track, your son's doing good, you know he's gonna be good at the end because of God already told you. I know it's hard, but you got this, you can do this. And I push myself back up, and then I'll keep pushing my son. My husband helps me so much on that, and I wish I could have my husband's strength. But we're learning, and not everybody's the same. And I hope I can help through explaining all this and showing our good and our bad. And there's going to be days that we're going to have good days, and there's going to be days that we're not going to have good days. That's how it is. And I'll keep you guys posted. I'll show you guys the next processes, and I'm gonna call Dylan back since he wants to talk to you guys. All right, one moment.
Hi, I'm back.
So what do you want to go over?
Some tips, and so what's been helping me a lot is talking to my mom and my dad when I'm anxious, and also I'm talking to my mom and my dad when I'm anxious, and also I'm knowing that I'm helping a lot of people because my mom has been hearing messages about people, and also has been and also there's letters. So yeah, and also my mom and my dad and me, we take we pray before our chemos, and we take turns praying.
Yes. What else? You've learned that little by little you've been getting stronger, right?
Mhm.
And even though sometimes you feel down, you push yourself, right?
Mhm.
Go for it.
And also that's it.
All right. So we are really strong, and we're ready to go, right?
Mhm.
Through this journey, keep going through this journey, and keep being strong and positive, right?
Mhm.
And God with us, right? All the time. He's with us all the time, and He's always showing us that He's there, right? In so many ways.
Mhm.
All right. So thank you so much for listening
Thank you.
to us, and thank you guys. Have a great day. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye.